Alright, we got a match against HJ Gene Espa. Not sure what that name means, but he has a 583 ladder finish, so looks like a pretty decent player. I also notice he's running the Cannoneer, so I can actually go Skeles at the bridge and kind of just pressure. We force out a Fire Spirit, just connect the back. And we see Demolisher. First Demolisher I've seen since the balance changes. I think it still has the same HP, if I'm not mistaken, so Fireball should put it into the suicide range, but it has less attack speed, it has less damage, and I think it has less death damage, like on the radius, as well as the damage itself. Not exactly sure what the nerf was, but definitely it was, you know, something. Not the best knight out of him, by the way, because he's playing drill, so his cycle right now is spell number 1, spell number 2, yeah, Skeles is a cycle card, and then the Tesla as a building. So I know he has to Tesla this Xbow right now. So I'm actually going to go for the Xbow once the archers get higher up, and they will tank for the Xbow if he goes for like a Tesla. Going to Knight now to predict the Tesla. We did catch the Demolisher. That's crazy that we actually caught that. And it does not explode on the Xbow because of that nerf. That definitely would have exploded on the Xbow for the nerf. And we got a lock. That is actually insane. That was such a good night by me, catching the Demolisher. So lucky, honestly, because I think it was like a split second before it would have locked on, but that is just so clean. And now I think we basically won the game. I mean, this kind of lead is pretty much impossible for him to come back from, but also it's just kind of even if he does try and come back, I can pressure like once when he overcommits and he's gonna lose. Like either way, this is such a bad spot for him to be in. I'm actually gonna go Archer's Expo because again his cycle is so messed up. No Knight in cycle. Goes for the Demolisher drill. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to defend the Demolisher first and foremost, sack some drill damage, and just log the drill. I think that is the best way to go here, because I don't want to sack the entire Demolisher. If I went Knight down low, I would have taken way too much damage. As you can see, that was a perfect sequence there. You know, he went all in, ignoring my Expo, which is honestly probably the best play he could have made, because I think his cycle was so bad. He had, like, what, Demolisher, maybe Tesla back. I'm not sure. Going to catch this perfectly with my own Tesla, by the way. Log. I'll go E-Spirit because he goes log. I kind of have to go E-Spirit to react. So that should, yeah, prevent damage. Really good E-Spirit out of range of the log as well. And that is just going to be a good position overall. Going to go for a defensive Expo now because, I mean, there's only 45 seconds left. All I really have to do is keep defending. And the game is indeed going to be over. Skeles to DPS down this Demolisher real quick. And he goes for a drill as well. Let me go for my Onivo Tesla. Unfortunately, his drill is going to come down first. I placed it a bit too late, but we won't take too much damage anyways. And I'll go for the anti-poison Expo now. There's only 30 seconds left, so it really doesn't matter. But yeah, Knight, high Evo Archer's anti-poison placement, as you guys can see, so that he can't poison them, and they're just going to melt everything. Evo Archers are so strong. Going to pre-Tesla for his drill over here. And just, there's no way he's going to break through. Like, in this matchup, if you take a tower, it's basically guaranteed to be over. It's going to go for the Tesla right now. That's game. And he goes for a drill. And, oh my god, guys, I messed up his drill placement. You see that? Because he went drill, like, right where I went Tesla, but I went Tesla first. So his drill got, like, forced to be played up. That's actually so epic. First time that's happened to me, I think. But that's going to be a perfect win against drill. Alright, that was a great one against Goblin Drill, honestly. I feel like that matchup is very annoying, you know. I think he had Evo Knight, I'm not sure. But, like, Knight Tesla, I'm pretty sure he had them. Or maybe he had Evo Skeles. Either way, though, Demolisher as well makes it so hard. So just pretty rough matchup. Honestly, single Elixir is such a crucial time to break through and just punish them if you can. And I was able to, so I'm very happy about that. Just going to go for the split Skeles and E-Spirit for the Miner. And let's see what we can do right now. Split bats as well. I'll go for a Knight the Back, honestly. I think this is a pretty good starting play. So he's playing minor wall breakers with the bats. I think Knight the Back is a good play just to kind of start up a sequence, you know, like build something up, have it walk up and just do something. And basically that way I'm going to be able to go Expo with the Knight if I want to. It might walk over to this Dark Prince. No, it won't, unfortunately, but it will still force a response out because he's going to have to respond to the Knight. You know, it's going to kill the wall breaker, and he's playing Dagger Duchess, but Duchess is honestly not very strong in the current situation that has been nerfed in. We see a Tesla. By the way, if he logs. If he didn't log there, I think this actually would have died, because new Teslas, you can see, attack so slowly that I think we actually would have gotten a lock if he did not log there. So, I mean, it is also fair. I mean, it's an Expo and one Archer. It should definitely beat a Tesla in a 1v1. But, like, old Tesla was so good at countering Expo. New one is a little bit worse, like, for sure. Unless it's Evo, then it's still pretty much the same. But, Knight the Back again. You know I love this play. We force a Dark Prince. I'll go for a Tesla in the middle again. So, this is just minor wall breakers like Minor Poison, but he's a Dark Prince, so this matchup is actually pretty good, I think. Normally I'd say Minor Poison is always like a hard counter for them, and I'd say it still isn't that great, but the fact he has a Dark Prince helps me out so much, because Dark Prince is quite frankly useless against Xbow in terms of tanking. Gonna go Xbow, gonna go Evo Archers to snipe something. We do get a Tesla, but unfortunately it's not gonna be in power shot range. Still gonna log these breakers, and that's gonna be a huge connection. We'll go Skeletons to tank for something at the bridge maybe, and we do catch the Miner with that set of Skeletons. Nice. So pretty good spot. Just gonna e-spit for this Miner right now, and we are just doing a lot. He's in a lot of trouble. Like, he can't really come back from this position. Same as the drill. Oh, good Tesla, but I have an Evo Tesla to react, so it's not the end of the world. Good prediction Tesla, honestly, but my Evo Tesla will save me against it. Gonna go for the Knight as well. Might get a mini Expo lock here. Hopefully I do. I do not, unfortunately, but we're still gonna be up 2,000. I think what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna switch to the other lane. Yeah, I'll go in the right lane now, because he's committing a lot to this left, like bridge blocking and everything, so I'll just like cycle stuff. I'll Tesla to kill his Tesla, and I'll go in the right, I think, because he's going wall breakers. I guess I'll just fireball cycle, honestly, but I think, yeah, because he is switching to my lane now. I don't really like it, so definitely a play that I'm thinking about is going in the right lane. Like, you know, he's going with all this stuff, predicting an Expo and whatnot. Like, yeah, oh, that was way too far. Gonna go Expo, gonna cut this Dark Prince out of Expo range with my Knight, and if he doesn't play something that's gonna lock on tower, it does. Let me go Skeles and hover the log in case he goes wall breakers. He does not. That would have countered them, by the way. Pretty nice trick for you guys. I'll Tesla again. Just trying to win these bridge battles on the left, but also, again, pressure in the right so that he can't actually poison what he wants to do. And we're gonna get the Evo Archer split right now. I can go in again. He's being too aggressive with his predictions, man. Like, I know I have a lot of damage in the left, but that does not mean I'm afraid to go in the right at all. Gonna go for the Evo Tesla, gonna melt everything. Ooh, that just got literally destroyed like a knife through butter, and that is game now, because I mean this is just too much damage to take. He's down to 893. Like, he should really just give up now, because he's losing so badly in both lanes. Honestly, again, this matchup, normally this deck would run a rocket, I guess, like Minor Dark Prince. This guy has poison instead. I'll go for the log fireball, by the way. Log does kill Dark Prince's shield, so you can fireball after the fact. It's not too terrible, and we'll see what happens here. Okay, goes for the Miner. Let me just go Skeles, and then E-Spirit low for these breakers. That's a lot, but I think we're fine. I'll go Archers too, and now it's just 2 fireballs, so fireball number 1, he can poison the Archers if he wants. I don't really care. Like, the game is over. Once you're in a game-winning position, guys, it doesn't matter if they go for, like, poison in the same lane. It really doesn't. Like, you just pretty much have to not lose your entire tower, so it's fine to take some. So that's GG. He seems to be a bit upset, I guess, but I mean, pretty easy matchup with the Dark Prince. Can't complain too much right there. Alright guys, so now I'm recording this after the live ladder push that I did to Royal Champion. It's done, and I realized when I was editing that I have enough clips for 1 video, but not enough for 2, like just the worst middle ground possible. So I decided I'll showcase a few more games from my push earlier that were really good examples of games that you guys should, you know, look after. So I have this one right here. Let's get into it. It's against Eagle and Monk. I just wanted to, again, I wanted to make a video on my second channel too. This one is on my second channel, and I don't want it to just be 2 games, because I have 2 games that didn't make it to the main one. So I'll just add a few more for you guys to learn from. But this is Eagle and Monk, okay? This is like a really bad matchup. He has Void, he has Monk, he has Evo Wizard, I believe, and then I think Evo's Skeles or Evo Bats. And by the way, thank God I'm playing Princess Tower. You really need Princess against this. Like, Duchess or Cannoneer is sort of an auto loss against this deck, believe it or not. Like, especially Cannoneer, you cannot deal with the Night Witch Bat Swarms. Like, oh my goodness, it was bad. I lost to it. Or I didn't lose to it. Actually, you did a crazy comeback against this deck with Cannoneer earlier. But anyways, I wanted to show you guys how to play this matchup, because it is a very annoying one, of course. And since he has a Monk and he has a Void, like, there's really problems here. Great E-Spirit Void block. Void blocks are always important, of course. Try and just get a lot of aggression early on. We force out a Wizard, which he obviously does not want to go for. And I would love to just let this die, but I kind of have to go Knight. He does go for a really bad Rage, though. So I can actually go in, because I can go in when he's on 3. I go Expo on 6 in the right here, yeah. And he is so low on Elixir that he just has to go Eagle on the bridge. I think I go Evo Archers low to DPS, yeah. And he Voids, which is honestly, like, I wasn't really ready for it, so he kind of got me with that. But you can see I'm cycling so fast, and I think I go Knight in front as well, because I just need to force a response. And the only response he has here is honestly the Monk. Anything else would just fail. So he goes Monk, but the Archers are already doing their thing. He's on 0 Elixir, guys, so he can't even go Monk ability in time. He does eventually, but it's not enough. And we get the punish, as you can see in the right with the Evo Archer, so I just want to play that back again real quick. You know, just constant expo pressure when he's low on elixir in a cycle is bad. Forced to go Eagle and Bridge, and then I go Evo Archers, which he can't kill unless he... I guess he should have gone Void on the Archers maybe, but then I still would have gotten a lock. So either way, this is not the best position. And here, very good recognition by me of his low elixir and my archers, their potential to counter push. So I go Knight, and you can see here that he goes for the Monk, but he's literally at 0 elixir when it first comes down, so the archers get quite a lot of value until he goes Monk ability, which does not actually come down in time, so the archers stay alive. And even if they didn't, by the way, this Knight Skeles still would have gotten a lot of damage, but then this is just game now because he's on 0 elixir. We take the entire tower in the right, and we get to work on the left as well. Like, we're about to take the entire tower on the left as well, unless he goes Evo Wizard last second. Does he just give up? I believe he just gives up off of that. So yeah, that was a perfect game against Eagle and Monk. Honestly, a very annoying matchup for sure. Not one that I would ever hope you guys face against, but single elixir is really the way to go if you can against a matchup like this, because once you go late game, it's only going to get worse when they have the Monk. At least that's my opinion. Next, I want to show you this one. Literally ridiculous. Like, look at this. He has Hut. Okay, Hut is okay. Like, I haven't seen Hut in a while, but sure. He has Tesla, Cannon Cart, so those are a lot of Expo counters. But then look at his spells. He has Arrows for my Archers, Void for my Expo, Bar Barrel for my Expo, and a Mirror for anything he wants. He can mirror his Hut, his Cannon Cart, his spells. Like, this is such a crazy deck. I don't even want to say such a bad matchup because I don't even know what this matchup is. Like, what is this deck, dude? I can't even say. Like, I do not understand. But, I need to show you guys how I beat this. These games are both played live on my stream, but I'm commentating again so that I can, like, show you guys my thought process, of course. Hi Tesla is such a weird first play, but I sadly had no Expo and Cycle to punish it. Even if I did, this dude has every Expo counter in the book. He literally has Cannon Card. See, this would be a really good Expo normally. He's at 5 elixir. Didn't expect the Cannon Card at all, but that just kind of screwed me over, and I was like, okay, wow. I guess I'll just fireball the Hut and take my losses. But we are actually down damage because Spear Goblins do quite a bit of damage now. Pre-nerf Duchess would have like taken 0 damage from the spears, but obviously we're playing Princess Tower. I guess I could have gone for maybe a Spirit or something if I had it in cycle for those 3 spears, but I don't know. At the start I just kind of conserve elixir and chill, I guess. So I went E-Spirit the bridge just to pressure, you know, or split archers the back, pretty standard stuff. And I'm just finding out more about his deck. Like, what is this deck, right? I still had no idea he had a Void of all things. Like, are you serious? But he did have a Void actually. I go for the bow now, and a Knight to catch his Tesla, and he goes for the Void, and I'm like, what? But I do react in time with my E-Spirit, thankfully. So we do get a great position, but then he goes for the Bar Barrel, and I have nothing. Like, I can't respond to that. I don't have a Spirit or Skeles to catch it. I already used them both. I can't log it. Like, that would be a bad play. Like, 2 for 2 for what? For a 1 HP Expo? Not worth it. So I'm just like, what the hell? Like, that was such a good punish, and it doesn't even work, because Void Bar Barrel, like, he has a lot of bailouts. He even plays Tesla correctly, by the way. He literally misplaces Tesla. So I obviously did not assume he would do that. Like, I tried to predict the Tesla like I would against a normal player who actually knows what he's doing. So, yeah, I just fireball here. And I don't know, man. Like, this is honestly... I think I started losing my mind in the stream because I was like, what is this deck? Then he mirrors the first time I've seen the mirror, I believe. And I'm literally just, like, so confused. I'm literally losing it because, like, if you guys were in this position, like, you can let me know. You can, like, take a bit to think and, like, kind of a thought experiment. Like, how would you deal with this matchup? Because honestly, this is unheard of. This is like uncharted territory. I've never like played against like deck like this, like ever. I guess there were some Hut cycle decks back in the day, but this is not like that because he has other counters. He has Void, Mirror. Like, it's not even a question of perfect defense, because if I just defend, he'll win with spell cycle. He has a lot of spell cycle potential with the arrows, the Void, and the Mirror. So it's like, you like, just think about how you would approach this matchup, then I'll show you guys how I approach it to actually win, of course. But like, this was scary, man. So I split my Evo Archers the back. E-Spirit does okay, I guess, and I start to go in because honestly, like, I think you can just go in. He activates King, which means nothing. Like, he has nothing that's even gonna hit my King. The Void, unfortunately, the Knight walks out of range of the Void, but even if it didn't, like, that was kind of a dead Expo anyway. You know, I always say it's important to know when an Expo is dead. That was very much a dead Expo. Really good pressure with this one. E-Spirit plus single Evo Archer does not work out, but I go in again. I Tesla for his Tesla, Skeles for the cart, and then I think low log maybe. Yeah, I log as well. But the Void, dude, I can't, and I almost got the E-Spirit down in time, but it just barely didn't, so my Expo dies, and it's just down elixir, bad position. I go Archers because I'm trying to get back to my Evo Archers. Like, I can try and get some kind of punish going, you know, where I have Evo Archers in cycle to help me out. I go Knight and Skeles, and then that doesn't even work. I log, though, and he gets the mirrored cart, so at least that was a good log to force a response. But the mirrored cart Level 15, by the way. Like, this is a max mirror because we're playing at level 14 standard. Thankfully, he's making the mistake of giving me fireballs, though. Like, this is the thing he could have been doing. Like, maybe huts behind the right side Princess Tower instead of in the middle where I can fireball both. He goes for a bad Tesla. See, this is like he's just doing bad plays, but look at his hand. He can go low Ice Spirit, but he doesn't. He messes up. So here, he does mess up there. He should have gone like low Ice Spirit and then Void. But honestly, guys, all you can really do in a matchup like this, in my opinion, is just keep going in and pressuring perfectly. Like, don't over defend your Xbows, but just pressure well. That's like all you can really do in my opinion. Because look at this. Like, I do catch his stuff, and I realize, okay, it's dead to the Void, but I get a lock, and I'm actually in the game for once. So thankfully, it worked out. Like, and if you can fireball log to full counter the hut, by the way, as you can see, it's a -1. You get damage though. He mirrors the hut, so I think I go for like a high Tesla. Yeah, high Tesla should full counter all of the spears, forcing out a cannon cart as well. Do I go E-Spirit for the... Yeah, I do, because eventually, guys, you can't even afford to take even like one Spear Goblin hit. You just can't. So I think I go Skeles, or I go Knight, actually. Like, I literally don't want to take any damage from that. Log the hut. I'm pretty sure this would be a good play in this position. Yep, log the hut. Defensive Expo now. And I'm fine if he like voids it because I can just... He voids the tower, right? So now it's where I start getting a little sus because he's going to start like voiding, mirror voiding, and it's going to be really bad. Like, he goes for the void. I fireball back. He mirrors this void. Look at how much damage that does paired with the arrows. Like, that is so much damage. So I go in because I have to. Like, I can't just let him spell cycle for free. But it doesn't work out because he has the Evo Tesla and cycle. So I just naked fireball tower again. But I'm, again, losing my mind right now. Like, dude, look at all those spears, and he's starting to mirror void spam me. So he's low on elixir, though. You can see he's spamming his entire bar of spells, but he's catching up in damage. But I go Expo Tesla to pressure. We get one archer hit in the background, and he's just panicking, and we do get a lock. I catch this void, and we win. So he was just going all in with that spell cycle. I say thanks, because I was like, what the hell is this deck, dude? But thankfully, we were able to get away with that win. Like, that was just a crazy, crazy one. Honestly, like, no words for that guy. That was wild. You guys can watch my stream VOD if you want to see me play all these games live. But we had some great games. I just want to show you guys those two, especially as like weird hard counters against Expo. But again, we got an undefeated streak through Grand Champion until Royal Champion. Hopefully can continue it going to Grand. But that's about it for the video on the second channel. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.